Hello friends, I am Mehta. This is the lecture of SGP switchgear and protection. Okay, in this lecture we will study the advantages of electromagnetic relay. In previous lecture we studied the different construction of electromagnetic relay. Now in this lecture we will study the advantages of electromagnetic relay. Okay, you can see that number of advantages are available for electromagnetic relay. Okay, it has fast operation. It is very much simple than other relay, compact, okay, reliable also, okay, and it is used for AC and DC both system. Okay, it means that it is used for provide protection for AC system as well as DC system. Okay, this is the advantages of electromagnetic relay. Now this is the disadvantages of electromagnetic relay. Okay, what are the disadvantages? First disadvantage is directional feature is absent. Okay, directional feature is absent, so your electromagnetic relay cannot detect that the fault is occur on right side or left side. Okay, it will perform its duty when fault occurs. Okay, you cannot define that if the fault occurs on right side then only you have to start. Okay, એટલે કે તમે ડાયરેક્શનલ ફીચર એડ ન કરી શકો. ઓકે, we will discuss directional feature in chapter 3. Okay, in brief. Okay, so you at that time you will more familiar with it. Second one is it require periodic maintenance. Okay, so you have to keep periodic maintenance of the relay. Okay, third one is high burden. Okay, burden means, what is meaning of burden means power consumed by the relay. Okay, power consumed by the relay from the power system. Okay, so it has high burden, so consumption of power by relay is more from electrical power system. Okay, then operation affected by dust pollution. Why? Because the electromagnetic relay is appear to atmosphere, so operation must be affected by dust pollution, etc. Okay, and last one is speed of operation limited by mechanical inertia. Okay, in electromagnetic relay you can see that disc or plunger or armature are used. Okay, so they are all it has own mechanical inertia. Okay, એટલે કે એને પોતાનું વેઇટ હોય. ઓકે, પોતાનું વેઇટ હોય, ગ્રેવિટેશનલ ફોર્સ લાગે, so its speed operation is limited by mechanical inertia. Okay, so you cannot perform the electromagnetic relay as fast as numerical or digital relay. Okay, so this is the disadvantage of electromagnetic relay. Okay, then now we will study the application. Okay, use for overcurrent, under voltage and current protection. Okay, under voltage and current protection. Okay, use for differential protection, use for AC and DC system both, and use as an auxiliary relay. These are the applications of relay. Okay, electromagnetic relay. Okay, hello. Okay, now in previous lecture we studied the different electromagnetic strategy. Okay, and also studied the different advantages, disadvantages and application of electromagnetic relay. Now in this lecture we will start a new topic. Okay, it is known as overcurrent protection. Okay, now we are starting new topic, overcurrent protection. Okay, from name you can see that the protection provided for overcurrent is known as overcurrent protection. Okay, protection provided against the overcurrent is known as overcurrent protection. Now first of all you have to know that what is meaning of overcurrent. Okay, what is meaning of overcurrent? Overcurrent is nothing but when a current flowing through any equipment, okay, is go beyond its design value, then that is termed as overcurrent. Okay, overcurrent condition. એટલે કે ગુજરાતીમાં કન્વર્ટ કરીએ તો કોઈ પણ ઇક્વિપમેન્ટ હોય એ પર્ટિક્યુલરલી રેટેડ કરંટ ફ્લો થવા માટે ડિઝાઇન કરેલું હોય. ઓકે, તો જ્યારે એ ઇક્વિપમેન્ટમાંથી રેટેડ કરંટ કરતાં હાઈ કરંટ ફ્લો થાય then that is termed as overcurrent. Okay, and protection provided to avoid or to restrict that overcurrent is known as overcurrent protection. Okay, you know the simple example of overcurrent protection is fuse. Okay, you all very well know that. Okay, now this is the definition of overcurrent. Okay, that I explained you, same as okay, when current flowing through any equipment. What is definition of overcurrent? When current flowing through any equipment becomes greater than rated current. Okay, when current flowing through any equipment becomes greater than rated current for which equipment is designed. Okay, then that is termed as overcurrent condition. Okay, in short, okay, in overcurrent condition the actual current flow through the circuit. Okay, it means that actual current at this time, current flowing through the circuit is greater than rated current for which circuit is designed. So that is termed as overcurrent condition. Okay, and the relay which is used to provide protection against overcurrent, relay which is used to provide protection against this overcurrent is termed as overcurrent relay. Okay, overcurrent relay. Now you can say that when the overcurrent relay will start when the actual current flowing through circuit become greater than its set value or rated value of circuit. Okay, so this is the normal strategy of overcurrent protection. Okay, now first we will study the most basic element that is used for overcurrent protection. Okay, that is used for overcurrent protection, that is fuse. Okay, fuse is most simplest equipment which is used to provide protection against overcurrent. Okay, so here the fuse short note. Okay, most simple device. Okay, it is the small metallic element connected between two terminals. Okay, fuse is small metallic element connected between two terminals and mounted on insulated base. Okay, it means that this metallic element is mounted on insulated base. Okay, so when the user touches the fuse then it will not affected by shock. Okay, and connected in series with circuit. Okay, and connected in series with circuit. Okay, here you can see that the figure, this is the supply, this is the lamp, this is current flowing through the lamp. Okay, in this circuit we are connecting fuse here. Okay, fuse here. Okay, the fuse, you can see that this is the small metallic link. Okay, it is mounted on insulated base, we cannot see in this figure. Okay, but it is available, and this is connected in series with lamp. Okay, this is the most important point, that fuse must be connected in series with the lamp or any equipment. Why? Because the fuse is operated on function of current, and if you like to flow the current from your fuse, then you have to connect it in series. Okay, so fuse is always connected in series with equipment. Okay, now what happen in normal condition? In normal condition means when the current flowing through lamp is rated. Okay, when the current flowing through lamp is rated, then that current is also sufficiently flow through the fuse. Okay, so the fuse is also capable to withstand that rated current. Okay, એટલે કે જ્યારે રેટેડ કરંટ ફ્લો થશે બરાબર, ત્યારે આ ફ્યુઝમાંથી કાંઈ થશે નહીં બરાબર, એ પોતે પણ એટલો કેપેબલ હશે કે એ કરંટને ફ્લો કરી શકે વિધાઉટ એની ડેમેજ. ઓકે, બટ વોટ હેપન વેન ધ any fault occur on system. Okay, એવો ફોલ્ટ થયો any. Okay, due to that any fault the current, let's say current will go beyond its rated value, એટલે કરંટની વેલ્યુ રેટેડ કરતાં હાઈ થઈ ગઈ. At that time this link is not capable, okay, to flow that high amount of current. એટલે કે હવે આ લિંક છે તે high amount of current ને flow થવા માટે capable નથી. So what happened? Due to high amount of current flowing through this link, okay, I square R losses will induce. I square R losses will produce. Okay, I square R losses થશે એમાં જ્યારે high current flow થશે ત્યારે. Due to this that high square R losses, the material will melt. Okay, heat produce, the heat ના કારણે આ material melt થશે. Okay, so this at this point the circuit will cut off. Okay, and we are protecting our lamp from overcurrent condition. Okay, simple function છે. Okay, here mention. Okay, when rated current flow through the fuse if current without any melting. Okay, જ્યારે rated current flow થતો હોય બરાબર ત્યારે without melting એ carry કરશે. Okay, but when circuit current become greater than rated current, okay, in faulty condition, okay, then the fuse wire will melt due to the high I square R loss and break the circuit from supply. Okay, so this is the very much simple function of fuse. Okay, but you have to keep in mind that you have to put fuse in series with any circuit. Okay, so it will provide or it will break the all path available to go through that equipment. Then material used for making the fuse. Okay, making for fuse link. Okay, that are silver, copper, tin, zinc, aluminum, etc. All conductive material are used. Okay, according to our need. Okay, now characteristic. Okay, characteristic of fuse. Which characteristic fuse must have? Okay, the first of all is લો મેલ્ટિંગ પોઈન્ટ. ઓકે, એનો મેલ્ટિંગ પોઈન્ટ કેવો હોય છે? ઓછો. કેમ? કારણ કે આપણે જોયું કે ફોલ્ટી કન્ડિશનમાં હાઈ કરંટ થાય છે, બરાબર. એ હાઈ કરંટના કારણે I2R લોસ થાય, એટલા જ માટે હીટના કારણે મેલ્ટ થઈ જાય છે. તો તમે હાઈ મેલ્ટિંગ પોઈન્ટવાળો મટીરિયલ લ્યો, બરાબર, તો તે I2R લોસના કારણે પ્રોડ્યુસ થતી હીટના કારણે મેલ્ટ ન થાય. મેલ્ટ ન થાય તો સર્કિટ બ્રેક નહીં થાય. ઓકે. સેકન્ડ, હાઈ કન્ડક્ટિવિટી. ઓકે, high conductivity means low resistance, low I2R loss, less heat. Okay, so in normal condition. Second thing, conductivity low હોવી જોઈએ, હાઈ હોવી જોઈએ. હાઈ કન્ડક્ટિવિટીનો બીજો મિનિંગ થાય લો રેઝિસ્ટર હોય. લો રેઝિસ્ટર એટલા માટે કારણ કે જ્યારે ફ્યુઝમાંથી રેટેડ કરંટ ફ્લો થાય ત્યારે એને બ્રેક નથી થવાનું. તો જો હાઈ કરંટ હશે, બરાબર, તો તમને ખબર પડે કે I2R લોસ એ હાઈ થાય, બરાબર. તો નોર્મલ કન્ડિશનમાં હાઈ હીટ પ્રોડ્યુસ થાય ને મેલ્ટ થઈ જાય. ઓકે, એટલે હાઈ કન્ડક્ટિવિટી હોય છે. લાસ્ટ વન ઇઝ લીસ્ટ ઓક્સિડેશન, બરાબર, એટલે કે મટીરિયલ ડિટ્રોઇટ ન થઈ જવું જોઈએ ઇઝીલી. ઓકે. ધેન the fusing current required to fuse. Okay, fusing current required to fuse, this is the formula I equal to KD3 by 2. Okay, this is the fusing current formula. You have to know that I equal to KD3 by 2. Here K is constant which is dependent on which material you are using for fuse. Okay, this is different for silver, copper, aluminum. Okay, all material have different constant. Okay, D is represent the diameter. Okay, diameter that are using for ફ્યુઝ વાયરમાં તમે જે ડાયામીટર હોય, બરાબર, રાઉન્ડ હોય તો એ ડાયામીટર કન્સિડર કરે છે. ઓકે, એન્ડ આઈ રિપ્રેઝન્ટ ધ મિનિમમ ફ્યુઝિંગ કરંટ. ઓકે, મિનિમમ ફ્યુઝિંગ કરંટ. ઓકે, મિનિમમ ફ્યુઝિંગ કરંટનો ઇન મિનિંગ ગુજરાતીમાં એવો થાય કે એવો મિનિમમ કરંટ જ્યારે તમારો ફ્યુઝ હશે એ મેલ્ટ થશે. ઓકે, મિનિમમ RMS વેલ્યુ ઓફ કરંટ એટ વિચ ફ્યુઝ વાયર સ્ટાર્ટ્સ ધ મેલ્ટિંગ, એટલે કે મિનિમમ કરંટ રિક્વાયર્ડ ટુ મેલ્ટ ધ ફ્યુઝ, ધેટ ઇઝ નોન એઝ ફ્યુઝિંગ કરંટ. બરાબર, એટલે કે જ્યારે આપણો સર્કિટનો કરંટ હશે રેટેડ કરંટ એ ફ્યુઝિંગ કરંટ કરતાં લેસ હશે ત્યારે ફ્યુઝ મેલ્ટ થશે નહીં. બટ આપણે જ્યારે સર્કિટનો રેટેડ કરંટ ફ્યુઝિંગ કરંટ જેટલો થશે ત્યારે આપણો ફ્યુઝ છે, બરાબર, એ મેલ્ટ થવાનું સ્ટાર્ટ થઈ જશે. એટલે મિનિમમ કરંટ જે ફ્યુઝને મેલ્ટ થવા માટે જરૂરી હોય એને શું કહેવાય? ધેટ ઇઝ નોન એઝ મિનિમમ ફ્યુઝિંગ કરંટ. Okay, another important term related to fuse is fusing factor. Okay, this is also important according to MCQ examination. Okay, fusing factor, FF means fusing factor. Fusing factor is defined as ratio of minimum fusing current to rated current. Okay, it is defined as ratio of minimum fusing current to the rated current. Okay, minimum fusing current means the current required to melt the fuse. Okay, minimum current required to melt the fuse, and rated current means the current carried by fuse without melting. Okay, so this is the high value, this is low value. Okay, in a normal condition, so in normal condition fusing factor is always greater than 1. Okay, in normal condition FF is always greater than 1 in normal condition. Why? Because in normal condition always the rated current will go less the minimum fusing current. Okay, so in normal condition of FF is always become greater than 1. Okay, for copper wire it is fusing factor is near about 1.9 to 2.0 in healthy system. Okay, this is the fusing factor. Now we will study the advantages. Okay, advantages of fuse. Okay, it is simple, cheap, no maintenance required, and operating time is less than circuit breaker. Okay, here you must know that the operating time of fuse is much less than circuit breaker. Why? In circuit breaker two components will come in picture, which are relay and circuit breaker. Okay, relay plus circuit breaker. Okay, first of all relay will detect abnormal condition, then relay will provide trip signal to circuit breaker, then circuit breaker will break the circuit. Okay, and in fuse, if fuse will detect that high current will flow, then it will melt. So operating time of fuse is less than circuit breaker. Okay, then the disadvantages. Okay, fuses have also its own disadvantages. Okay, time required to rewiring fuse after its operation. Okay, once the fuse is operated, okay, the link is melt, then you have to require time to change that link. Okay, you cannot easily change just by operating the switch like relay. Okay, second, it has inverse time characteristic. Okay, it has inverse time characteristic, we will study it later on. So no appropriate at all time. Okay, appropriate at all time. When you require some time, operating time duration, okay, for its operation, or you require time lag feature, then the fuse is not operated. Okay, you cannot use fuse in time lag relay type operation. Okay, so we will discuss it in later on. Okay, now in second lecture we will study the HRC fuse in brief. Okay.